Beautiful people, most welcome to the page here on GBC News. This is where we do chit-chatting. This is where we get those who matter when it comes to sports development. Today, our lenses are on tennis, and we're looking at the grassroots development of tennis in this country. And so, a gentleman is in the studio who had a dream because he feels that the sport he loved first really has given him enough, so where he has reached, he wants to give back to the sport. And so he has been on this project for a while now, and it's almost getting to a decade, almost 7 or 8 years now that he started with this. And then he christened it Hope Performance Tennis Initiative. So there are days you see clinics here and there for would-be tennis players, and he has been discovering talents. He has been helping so many things. And 2024 edition is just around the corner. And by God's grace, he's in town. And so he will come and then help us. So I'm here to really try and attempt to extract from him some information so that we can all be glued to it and maybe bring our children after school or any other thing to really come and enjoy tennis. What is really so unique about tennis that everybody is going to it? All retired footballers are going to tennis. Basketball players, stars are going to tennis. What really is in tennis? So we'll do that. But before we do that, let's take a piece. This is a promo that was made for them, and everybody's talking about it. So let's just get a bite of it. When we come back, I'll introduce my guest to you.
Are you a lover of tennis? Do you like to hold a racket? Hope Performance Tennis Incorporation, United States of America, is expected to have its 7th edition live in Ghana. As far as Accra and Kumasi is concerned, it's all about the Hope Tennis Clinic 2024. Founder and president of Hope Performance Tennis, known as Enock Godi, former Golden Racket star, is expected to be in Ghana for this year's edition. It's going to happen live in Kumasi from the 5th to the 7th of July 2024. And guess what? Accra Sports Stadium is expected to welcome the return of Hope Tennis Clinic on the 12th and then on the 13th of July 2024 as far as Hope Tennis Clinic is concerned. In fact, Hope Tennis Clinic has impacted lives as far as over 6,000 kids and adults happens to be, including wheelchair tennis. What are you waiting for? Join the twin and experience the tennis clinic.
Great one there. So I have the dreamer in the house. If you look at him right now, you wonder whether he really played tennis, but he was a national tennis player. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Theo. Thank you for having me.
How is the feeling like?
I'm feeling good.
Now, for a first time watching you, and when did you hang your racket or whatever we call it from the national team? How many years you played in the national team?
Actually, I represented the country in the juniors level under 18. That was we played the juniors in Togo, Benin. Okay. And then in 2012, I represent the Davis Cup. I represent Ghana on the Davis Cup level. Also in Tunisia in 2012. You know, since then, by then I was in college. You know, in the US. You know, so after 2012, you know, I moved from US to from California, you know, to Georgia. You know, and that's when I continue my education and then jump straight into, you know, coaching. You know, so since then, you know, since 2012, after my Davis Cup era, you know, I went straight back into coaching. By then I was doing coaching courses, you know, and stuff like that, just to go back to the coaching community after I finished my tennis career.
Since you started the Hope Tennis Initiative, first, does the Hope, does it represent an acronym, or it is just a name you put it on the project?
So the Hope is not as a name I put on the project. The Hope represent what I wanted to do, you know, for tennis, you know, because I feel like, you know, growing up as a kid, you know, at the age of 11 years, you know, I was homeless. You know, sleeping at the gas station across the Accra Sports Stadium. You know, that's where I sleep. You know, most people come to sleep there because, I mean, during the day or during the night, their rooms are warmed, their rooms are hot. So they come there to take fresh air. And then when their rooms are cold or when the rooms are cool, they go back to their rooms. But I stay there.
You mean the one closer to the Osu Cemetery?
Yes, the gas station, the Shell gas station. Okay. If you realize, it gets to a point in time, even on some of the radio stations, because people sleep there a lot, they stand them in the place as Stadium Hotel, Stadium Shell Hotel, because a lot of people, sleep there and stuff like that. But I sleep there because I don't have anywhere to sleep. That's where I belong. Do you understand what I mean? So
currently, if somebody is watching us and has a mental picture of the Accra Sports Stadium area, it's closer to the Access Bank now.
Exactly.
So the filling station over there.
The filling station over there.
It's where you guys have been.
Exactly.
And you said that was your mini home.
Exactly. That was where I belong. That's where I sleep. So people normally wake up, around dawn, around 4:30 to go to their rooms, but I stay there. At times I oversleep, and then the guys that do the oil change and the tie, people, they just come and they're like, hey, get up, it's time to go, leave here, and stuff like that. And then I wake up, I go on the tennis court, because I felt like, tennis was something that was gonna, bring me to the limelight. Tennis was something that was going to give me hope. All my hope and trust was in tennis. So I channeled everything, because by then I was not going to school, because obviously I don't have anybody. I don't have my parents with me, to be hanging with, or for somebody to pay my school fees and all that. So tennis was like my focus. I was like, if I'm going to make it in life, it's going to be through tennis. So I put all my focus, I channel all my energy, into tennis. When I wake up in the morning, I go to the tennis court, I hit against the wall. When I'm hungry, I go, on the streets of Accra, try to get food. At times you go to the restaurants, you go to the chop bars, when people are eating. After they finish eating, you go and take the leftover. You go and take the leftover, and then we'll eat the leftover. At times at night, we'll go to the Osu night market, hanging around, waiting for people to finish their food, and then you take the leftover and eat it. At times, I even sleep at the night market, and all those kind of things. So, that's what I'm telling you. My story, linking to with this organization, means a lot to me. Wow. With things that I've been through, and I feel like, at that point, at that time, God was just taking me through the phase where it's preparing me for days like this. It's preparing me for today. So I've been through those eras, and then from there, even how I got to Winneba, to train in Winneba for 5 years before coming out of Winneba, is like a miracle. So when I tell you what happened,
there's a reason you put the name
Hope Performance. Exactly. Okay. So Hope, we're trying to bring hope to others, trying to bring support to others.
I know in the States, playing tennis and tennis equipment and arenas for tennis, it's just common. Everywhere you pass, you can get somewhere to
play tennis.
So when did the idea pop up in you that let's start this? Because this, how many years have you been doing this?
So this is our 7th year.
This is your 7th year, okay. So then, what were you looking out for? Saying that, okay, let me come and do a clinic. People do clinics.
Yeah, so basically what drove me to do the clinic was that in 2017, so I left to the States in 2011. Okay. So my first visit to Ghana was 2017. So when I came to Ghana and then I went to the tennis court, I realized most of the young generation, most of the young kids coming up are going through the same thing I went through, as a tennis player, struggling to buy a tennis racket, struggling to buy strings, struggling to, restring your racket, struggling to get shoes and clothes and programs and things to do. At times these kids will go a whole year, without participating in tennis programs. They go a whole year without playing tennis tournaments. They go a whole year without just training and training. In our era, that's exactly what happened. We keep training and training and training, not knowing what is coming next. Just what I mean. So in 2017, when I came and I went back to the state, I felt like, I was communicated with by the Holy Spirit. Be like, hey, Enoch, remember the things you went through when you were coming up as a tennis player? You remember what you went through? Remember when you get to this level, remember what happened over there? So with that, it gave me the idea that, hey, it's time for you to go and support these kids now. So now I've placed you in a position where you have people around you that can have the resource that can finance you, to go and support these kids. So Hope Performance Tennis coming up is all like a direction. It's all like a direction from God. like I've been sent to go and do this, bring hope, bring transformation to these kids. Because if you realize, when we came in 2000 and 2018, our first program was like all over the place. And what makes Hope Performance Tennis unique is that, growing up, when people come to organize programs, when people come to organize clinics and stuff, what they do is they give us, after the clinic, they give us water. And then after the water and the clinic is over, everybody is good to go. But then after all the running and they give me water, now I have to go and look for food to eat. Because they didn't give us food at the event. So now I have to go and look for food to eat. I have to go to the street of Osu, try to find myself a food to eat.
So since you started the Hope Tennis Clinic, any day you organize it, you provide food.
Yes.
Is that the only thing you do? I see them wear branded shirts. Is that only food and shirts you give them?
No.
What you give them?
So what happens is that at Hope Performance Tennis, our goal is to bring hope to these kids. Okay. And if you want to give hope to somebody, you don't want them to pretty much think about anything. All you want them to think about is what is going on.
Okay.
You want to bring them that excitement. You want them to forget about their past. You want them to forget about whatever they're going on. You want them to focus. You want them to give their full attention. Okay. You want to bring some. So
wait. I know you are fired up. We'll get more time for you to be here. So this particular one from the promo, we are told that you are going to 2 regions.
Yeah. So we're going
Accra and Kumasi.
Yes. So this year, I'm super excited. Like I said, I'm super excited because this is the first time we're going to the Ashanti region. Since we started in 2018, this is the first time we're going to that Ashanti region, and I'm so excited about it. And then also, we're coming back to Accra, after 5 years. When we started Hope Performance Tennis in 2018, Accra was the first place we did it, but because of the development and because of the hope we want to bring to other regions, we don't stay in Accra. We go to different regions, we go to the northern region, Bono region, central region, Volta region. We go to all these places to bring hope and support to these kids. So finally, we are coming back to Accra after 5 years, to grace the program again, in Accra. So I'm so excited about this.
So how many days will you be spending in Kumasi?
So we're going to be in Kumasi on the 5th, 6th, and the 7th.
Okay.
And then Accra, we're going to do the 13th and the 14th. And then from that, we have other 2 programs. So we're going to go to Ashiama.
Okay.
So we have another program in Ashiama, and then we have another program in Burma Camp as well. But the reason why we're highlighting Accra and Kumasi is going to be our flagship. That's going to be the main event as well.
So viewers, that's Enoch for you, and to go on social media and look for Hope
Performance Tennis on Facebook and Instagram.
Get all the details over there. We'll get him here. There are more things he has to do, but we'll get him more here to really talk about. So Enoch, I say thank you very much for passing through. When we come back, we're talking football. There is a gentleman here going to organize a Peace Cup, and he's here to talk about it. And so stick with us in the jiffy. When we come back, Mohamed Lai is in the house.